Hey everyone, welcome to Massachusetts Sports Central. This is our recap of the Patriots' Week 6 game versus the New York Jets. Patriots win 24-17 to take sole possession of first place in the AFC East. Jets come into the game with a 3-game winning streak and was tied with the Pats and the Bills for first in the division. Nobody would have predicted that would be the case at the beginning of the season. And the Jets kept it up to start the game, owning the Pats' defense, driving down the field for 13 plays for 88 yards, taking almost 6 minutes off the clock to take an early 7-0 lead. Pats looked like they might be able to tie it late in the quarter, starting in a great field position and driving when Gillespie fumbled at the Jets' 22. Des recovered and marched down the field again, taking a 14-0 lead early in the second quarter. The teams traded 3 and outs before the Pats finally were able to put things into motion and put a good drive together. Brady had big passes to Gronk and Amendola, and Gronk was able to draw a big PI call. Lewis starred on the drive as well with 5 rushes for 24 yards, including a 1-yard TD run to get it to 14-7. The end of the quarter was pretty wild. After the D got a 3 and out, the Pats got the ball back with 3:17 to go. But on the second play of that drive, Brady tossed his second interception of the year. Then, after the D got another 3 and out, the Pats get it back at 1:38 to go, and Brady moves them down the field with a nice pass to Dola and a penalty. But things stall out, and they had to settle for a 47-yard field goal attempt. But Gostkowski missed it, giving back the Jets a decent position. The Jets were moving it and got to the New England side of the field, but then Butler stepped in front of a McCown pass, getting an interception with 35 seconds left. Well, you can't give Brady that many chances, and this time he cashed in. The big play was a 42-yard dime to Cooks that got them to the 2-yard line with 15 seconds to go. 2 plays later, he hit Gronk for a 2-yard touchdown pass to tie the game right before the half. As seems to happen so often, the Pats scored at the end of the first half and then get the ball to start the second half. The Pats moved the ball right away and took their first lead of the day after Brady hit Gronk again, this time for a long 33-yard touchdown. On the next drive, the Jets get to no man's land at the Pats' 34 and decide to go for it on 4th and 1, and McCown gets picked by McGordy to end that drive. Pats take the ball and move it down the field again, but the drive stalled inside the 10 and settled for a 20-yard field goal and a 10-point lead. Now, things got a little crazy after that. The Jets drove down the field again and apparently got a touchdown when Austin Seferian-Jenkins on a 3-yard pass, capping a 75-yard drive. However, on replay, the TD was overturned, and they determined he fumbled the ball, and it ended up going out of bounds in the end zone, giving the Pats a touchback. In real time, and with a lot of the initial replays, it was hard to see that being the case. However, looking at the image you see here, it is actually clear that he did in fact lose possession of the ball. The replay officials must have seen that and maybe other angles as well to make that call. Definitely a lucky break for New England, though it does appear to be the correct call. To the Jets' credit, they didn't let that bury them, as they didn't let the Patriots do anything after getting the ball, forcing a 3 and out, and they only ran 1 minute and 43 seconds off the clock. Then the Jets were able to move downfield again. The Pats' D did hold them to just a short 28-yard field goal to keep it a 7-point game. They then got another 3 and out to get the ball back just inside of 2 minutes. Again, the defense did give up some yards, but eventually was able to force an incomplete pass on 4th down with 20 seconds left. That pass wasn't really even close. All right, well, good and bad for the Pats defense. Good for them only giving up 17 points. Can't complain about that. They also got 3 turnovers and got some pressure on the QB, including 4 sacks. However, they still gave up over 400 yards, including 350 yards passing from McCown. While they've given up several 300-yard passers, it is a little different playing, guys like Breeze, Newton, even Smith the way he's playing this year, and Watson, given how he's played since that game. But overall, moving in the right direction. On the offensive side of the ball, Lewis looked pretty good running. In the end, he had a solid, though, unspectacular 52 yards on 11 attempts and that touchdown. Gillespie had 44 on 10, but did seem to play less for a while after that fumble. In the air, Cooks tied for the team lead in receptions on the day with 6 and led with 93 yards, including that big 42-yarder. Gronk had the best game, though, also with 6 catches for 83 yards, but had those 2 touchdowns. Brady had a solid game, though not anything amazing. He went 20 for 38 with 257 yards and 2 TDs and that pick. Bigger news for Brady, though, is that with this win, he surpassed Peyton and Favre to take sole possession of the all-time regular season QB win record with 187. Congrats, Tommy. All right, Pats have their Super Bowl rematch next week with the Sunday night game with the Falcons in Foxborough. Thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and share the videos and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on other social media. Facebook and Twitter are both at MA Sports Central. Thanks, and we will see you soon.